You are holding a secret that most people will never discover. Not because it's hidden, not because they aren't worthy, but because they aren't ready. There exists a transmission that moves through reality like water finding its level, a teaching that reveals itself only when consciousness reaches the exact frequency required to receive it. This isn't mysticism dressed up as wisdom. This is how the universe actually operates. And right now, in this moment, if you're watching this, something in you has aligned with the frequency that brought you here. The ancient ones understood this. They didn't write books to inform. They wrote them to activate. Every parable, every story, every seemingly simple tale contained within their texts wasn't entertainment. It was a key. And that key only turned when the reader's inner mechanism had evolved to match its shape. What you're about to discover isn't just a collection of stories. It's a living technology of consciousness. A book that doesn't exist in linear time, but in resonance. And the fact that you're here, right now, watching this, that's not coincidence. That's cosmic recognition. Let me explain what's really happening. The universe doesn't function like a vending machine where you insert effort and receive results. It functions like a radio, constantly broadcasting signals at different frequencies, and what you receive depends entirely on where your dial is tuned. Most people spend their lives trying to force the universe to broadcast on their frequency, never realizing that all they need to do is adjust their own reception. You've been taught that finding knowledge is about searching, that wisdom comes to those who seek hard enough, dig deep enough, push far enough into the unknown. But here's what no one tells you. The greatest teachings don't arrive through effort. They arrive through alignment. Think about your own life for a moment. Haven't there been books that appeared at the exact moment you needed them? Conversations that happened precisely when your soul was asking a question you hadn't even spoken aloud? Teachers who materialized just as you were ready to learn what they had to offer? This isn't luck. This is the fundamental operating system of reality. The universe is not a passive backdrop against which you move. It is an intelligent field that responds to your consciousness. And when your awareness reaches a specific vibrational state, when you've lived through enough experiences, asked enough questions, shed enough old beliefs, suddenly what you need appears. The ancient text we're exploring today calls itself the ritual of the universe. But here's what makes it different from every other spiritual teaching you've encountered. It doesn't claim to be found. It claims to find you. Read that again. It doesn't wait to be discovered. It recognizes when your consciousness has reached the threshold where its teachings can take root. And then, only then, does it reveal itself. This is the first principle of cosmic law that most people miss entirely. The treasures of existence are not withheld from you. They're waiting for you to become the version of yourself that can hold them. You cannot force readiness. You cannot fake alignment. The universe reads the actual frequency of your being, not the story you tell yourself about who you are. If this is landing for you, take a moment to hit the like button. It helps this transmission reach others who are ready, and subscribe to stay connected to this frequency. And when that frequency matches what's available, reality reorganizes itself to deliver exactly what you need. There's something else happening here that most spiritual teachings miss entirely. They focus on what you need to do, what practices you need to master, what levels you need to achieve. But the deepest teachings don't ask you to do anything. They ask you to recognize what's already present, to see with new eyes what's been there all along, invisible only because you weren't vibrating at the frequency where it becomes visible. Think of it like this. Infrared light exists whether you can see it or not. It's there, radiating, present, but your eyes aren't built to perceive it. Does that mean it's not real? Number. It means your perception hasn't expanded to include it yet. The moment you put on infrared goggles, suddenly you see a whole dimension of reality that was always there. Consciousness works the same way. There are dimensions of possibility surrounding you right now. Opportunities, connections, insights, resources that are absolutely present, but completely invisible to your current frequency. Not because they're being withheld, but because your awareness hasn't expanded to include them yet. And the moment it does, reality doesn't change. Your perception of reality changes, which, in practical terms, means everything changes. Let me take you somewhere. Close your eyes for a moment, actually close them, and imagine you're walking through an ancient marketplace. Not the kind you've seen in history books, but one that exists in the space between thought and matter. There's a vendor there. She sits behind a table covered with objects that shimmer with impossible light. Vessels made from crystallized starlight. Mirrors that reflect not your face but your potential. Rings woven from the fabric of wishes that never came true but always mattered. Her name, in this telling, is Jessica Martinez, and she has a problem that defies all logic. She cannot sell anything, not because people don't want what she has. They do, desperately. But every time someone tries to buy one of her treasures, the payment dissolves. Gold coins turn to dried leaves. Silver transforms to vapor. Even gems crumble into dust the moment they touch her palm. For years, she believes she's failing, that she's the worst merchant in all of Damascus, cursed with goods that refuse to be traded. Until one evening, something shifts. A traveler approaches, his eyes hollow from searching, his hands empty from loss. He doesn't know what he's looking for. He only knows he's been looking for lifetimes. And when his gaze falls on a simple copper bowl that 100 others have tried to purchase before him, something extraordinary happens. The bowl begins to hum, not with sound, but with presence. It vibrates with a frequency that only he can feel. And when he lifts it, every cell in his body recognizes what his mind doesn't yet understand. This object has been waiting for him, not for anyone else, for him, at this exact moment, after this exact journey. When he offers payment, the coins remain solid in Jessica's hand. The bowl has found its destined owner. This is when Jessica discovers the truth that changes everything. Her items were never refusing to be sold. They were refusing to be bought by people who weren't ready for them. Each object was encoded with a specific consciousness signature, and it would only materialize, only become real in the fullest sense, when someone whose awareness matched that signature arrived. You see, the universe doesn't operate on the economics of scarcity. It operates on the physics of resonance. What you seek is also seeking you, but it's not seeking the you that you pretend to be. It's seeking the you that you're becoming. The you that's lived through enough, transformed enough, opened enough to hold what's about to be given. Here's what this means practically. Every book that's changed your life, every teaching that's cracked you open, every relationship that's transformed you, none of them were accidents. They were cosmic appointments. Your consciousness sent out a signal, and reality responded with exactly what you needed, precisely when you could receive it. The question isn't whether the universe is abundant. The question is, are you tuned to the frequency where that abundance can find you? And here's where most people get stuck. They think tuning themselves means working harder, meditating longer, affirming louder. But tuning isn't about addition. It's about subtraction. It's about removing the interference, the beliefs, the fears, the stories about unworthiness that's blocking the signal that's already trying to reach you. Jessica's Marketplace exists in your life right now. Every day you walk past treasures that are waiting for you to become ready for them. Relationships that could transform you, opportunities that could elevate you, insights that could liberate you. They're there, present, real. But you can't see them yet because your consciousness hasn't matched their frequency. The question becomes, how do you raise your frequency? How do you become the person who sees what's invisible to who you are now? Not through force, through presence, not through striving, through stillness, not through seeking more, through releasing what's blocking you from receiving what's already here. Pause here, right now. Don't skip this part. What I'm about to share isn't just information, it's activation. And if you let it, it will shift the way reality delivers to you from this moment forward. Tonight, before you sleep, sit in a quiet space. Not to meditate in the traditional sense, not to clear your mind or achieve some perfect state of stillness. Simply to remember. Think back over the last month, the last year, the last decade of your life, and identify 3 things, 3 moments, 3 teachings, 3 encounters that appeared at the exact instant you needed them. Not a day earlier, when you wouldn't have understood. Not a day later, when the window would have closed. But exactly when your soul was ready to receive. Maybe it was a book that someone randomly mentioned, and when you read it, it answered a question you'd been silently asking. Maybe it was a breakdown that forced you into a breakthrough you'd been avoiding. Maybe it was a stranger who said 7 words that rewrote your entire understanding of yourself. As you recall each one, speak this truth aloud. I recognize the perfect timing of all gifts. I trust the wisdom that guides their arrival. I am ready to receive what seeks me now. This isn't affirmation for the sake of feeling good. This is quantum acknowledgement. You are telling the field of consciousness, I see you. I recognize the intelligence that orchestrates my life, and I am opening myself to receive what's already on its way. When you practice this consistently, something remarkable begins to happen. The universe responds to your awareness. Opportunities that would have passed you by suddenly slow down so you can notice them. Teachers who would have walked past you stop and turn around. Books that would have remained on the shelf practically fall into your hands. Why? Because you've become energetically visible to what's seeking you. The Gratitude Gateway isn't just about being thankful. It's about tuning your consciousness to the frequency where synchronicity becomes your default reality. Try it tonight, and then comment below. Don't just read and move on. Comment with this exact phrase, I am ready to receive what seeks me now. Let that be your signal to the field, your declaration that you're no longer living in the consciousness of seeking, but in the consciousness of receiving. When you complete this practice tonight, you'll notice something subtle but profound. You'll start seeing patterns you've been missing, synchronicities that were always there but invisible to your previous state of awareness. It's not that the universe suddenly starts working for you. It's that you finally start working with the universe. There's a second layer to this practice that deepens everything. Once you've acknowledged the three gifts, sit with this question. What was I believing about myself, about life, about reality right before each gift appeared? Because here's what you'll discover. Each treasure arrived not randomly, but at the precise moment when your consciousness shifted from one frequency to another. From doubt to openness, from resistance to surrender, from seeking to allowing. That shift is what created the opening. And when you become conscious of this pattern, you gain the ability to create openings intentionally. You stop waiting for life to force you into readiness and start choosing readiness as your default state. Now let me take you somewhere else. Somewhere that will show you why effort, in its traditional sense, might be the very thing preventing what you want from arriving. And it contains a principle that most people spend their entire lives resisting. In the volcanic valleys, where the Earth's molten core rises close to the surface, there lived a master blacksmith named Brandon Rodriguez. His forge sang with a sound that travelers claimed they could hear in their dreams, days after leaving the valley. But Brandon had a secret frustration. For decades, he'd mastered the art of bending metal to his will, hammering, forcing, shaping through sheer strength and precision. He was known across kingdoms for his ability to dominate the forge, to make iron submit to his vision. Until one morning, his hammer shattered against a piece of metal that simply would not yield. He tried everything. More heat, different angles, stronger tools. Nothing worked. The metal refused him completely. Exhausted and confused, he collapsed beside his cooling forge that night. And in the space between waking and sleep, something happened. He heard the metal speak, not in words, but in feeling, in knowing. Your force creates resistance. Your surrender reveals my truth. I am not meant to be conquered. I am meant to flow into form. When Brandon woke, everything changed. He approached the same stubborn piece of iron, but this time, instead of forcing, he listened. He felt for the metal's natural desire to transform. He moved with its rhythm instead of against it. And when he did, when he stopped trying to dominate and started partnering with the material, miracles emerged. Alloys lighter than feathers, but stronger than diamond. Blades that didn't cut flesh, but cut through illusion. Shields that deflected fear rather than arrows. Word spread. A warrior prince traveled across deserts to demand Brandon's secret. I don't have a secret, Brandon said, holding a glowing ingot as gently